Hello dear students. Today's topic is interface in Java. Let's see what is an interface. Well, it is a class that contains some static constants and some functions. Now these functions can be abstract or public functions. Abstract functions means the functions will be declared and they will not be defined over there. So, any idea what is the use of static modifier here? Well, when we declare something static, then that is available for use even without creating an object of that class. How to create an interface? Well, as simple as using the keyword interface. So when we declare a superclass, then in that declaration, we will use the keyword interface. When you started studying about Java programming language, then you also came across the concepts of object-oriented programming. There are 4 principles of object-oriented programming, and those are abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. To achieve full abstraction, we create interfaces. We also know that Java does not support multiple inheritance. But if we want to carry out a related task, then for that purpose also we create interface. The main purpose or the main objective of creating an interface is to share common behavior among objects from unrelated classes. It means that it is defined to act as a blueprint of a class. This I've already told you that interface is a way to carry out multiple inheritance in Java because it is not directly supported in it. For the students who do not know what is the concept of multiple inheritance, this screen gives an idea of that. Here we see that one derived class is there and more than one base classes are available. So this one derived class will get the properties from these 2 base classes. This concept is termed as multiple inheritance, which is not directly available in Java. Hence, in order to make use of this type of task, we need interfaces. Multiple inheritance exists in 2 forms: a class implementing multiple interfaces or an interface extending to multiple interfaces. We'll see these 2 one by one. This is the first type, a class implementing 2 interfaces. And this is the second one, where an interface is extending to 2 interfaces. Just look out for the keyword that is used in each of these 2 cases. In the previous one, implements, and in this one, extends keyword is used. Keep this in your mind that in an interface, data members are public, static, and final, and member functions are public and abstract. So while declaring these, you need to take care of these tips. But post Java 8 release, 2 more modifiers have been added to it: static and default. First simple example. It consists of one interface and one inherited class rectangle. The interface name is shape and the name of the derived class is rectangle. Then we have a third class geometry in which we are creating object of the derived class rectangle, and from here we are calling the respective methods. Notice some of the important points in this program. In interface shape, we have two functions which are declared as abstract and hence they are not defined over there. And in derived class, these two functions, when defined, they are made public. So these two functions in rectangle class, they are overriding the functions which are declared in interface shape. You can also see the use of this keyword in this program. This keyword points towards the current calling object, means the members associated with the current calling object. As per the program, this is the output. Now let us have a look at a proper program where we have two interfaces labeled as shape1 and shape2 and one derived class which is implementing both of these interfaces. As per the program, this is the output. I hope this video proves to be fruitful for you in understanding the concept. Take care, keep practicing, and enjoy programming.